guys. It's April 1st, and wow, what a month March was. And the sun is shining today, so I have high hopes for this month as well. I'm currently just sitting out in my sunroom. Today's video is going to be about my April budget. So for those who don't know me, hi, my name is Hannah, and I'm just a girl doing girly things. And the last year, I have been doing the girly thing of leveling up financially, health-wise, goal-wise, everything. I have taken a big, long route to making myself the best version I can be. At 27, I feel like I may had to have restarted with a lot of things in my life, but I am prospering. And I could not be more thankful for all the people who've helped me get to where I am right now, from my husband, my family, his family, friends, even just, high school people that I've been reconnecting with that I loved back then and I still love now. And new opportunities. We moved to a new city again in July of 2024. And from that time, this is my third job here. First job was literally just at Tim Hortons to kind of get me through. Second job was supposed to be a great opportunity, and it kind of did get my foot in the door for the opportunity that I'm in now, but it wasn't a forever thing, and that's okay. And even the job I have right now is not going to be a forever thing. It's a right now thing, and that's okay. Because the more I realize leveling myself up means that I also don't really want to spend the rest of my life working in factories. My new storage bench, courtesy of my dad. He drove up on Sunday in the storm with my stepmom and my brother. Bless their hearts, I love them. They brought me this beautiful storage chest for my sunroom, and I think she looks perfect. I feel cozy and it feels great for the videos. So let's jump into this because I do have to be at work in an hour, so we're just going to film this real quick. So I messed up and I did not do a February and March written budget. Don't know why. But so I didn't have, the last one I written down was January. But so we're going to go over today's April budget, and I don't have the prettiest budget. If you guys are out there with spreadsheets or Excel things, do you have an actual proper budget? Mine is just in one of those like notepads that you get at the dollar store. And that's cool too. I'm not tech savvy yet, but I will be learning how to do spreadsheets. I've already told my bestie she needs to teach me because this girl needs to level up her computer game. But all right, let's jump into it. So April budget. Some of this has already been paid. So right now we're just going to go through like our necessities. So we've got $1,200 for rent and $386 for utilities, which is our gas and our hydro. Our water is included in that. Both of those were paid today. Our utilities was so high because the current house that we're in right now, it needs to get re-insulated. So when we get cold snaps, our heat just kind of drains out. So that was why it was so high. And then of course the hydro, because it was winter, we were stuck home, it was cold, so we had everything going. But now the sun is out, things are going to get outside, the windows are going to be open, we don't have to stress that as much. And again, hopefully for next winter, we have it insulated and we're okay. I've also budgeted $300 for groceries. I am trying to do a low spend month. So I have tons of food in my pantry and my freezer and my fridge. I want gone. I want it eaten, So pretty much I'm doing a fresh grocery haul only. Or unless it's something that we eat, pretty much every day. Like John uses Diana sauce, sriracha, and soy sauce almost every day because he has rice like every day. Those are three things we do not go without. But I do believe I have a few in the pantry, so I don't have to worry about it for a while. I have $100 for gas. Usually, unless we're doing a bunch of trips, I don't hit $100. I think last month I ended up only hitting like $87. I have a little Kia Soul 2011. She has great mileage considering how old she is. And the fact that I live 2-minute drive to my work is fantastic. So pretty much the gas that I actually put in this is like going to town to visit my mother-in-law or going for appointments and stuff like that, because it's a 20-minute drive to the city that we go for our appointments. And then I have $50 for pets. So those are our 2 cats. We need food and kitty litter. That's pretty much a monthly always, except for their food, because I just store it in a giant tote. I think I buy 2 of the jumbo bags for like $30, and that lasts them about 2-3 months. I don't even have to go get food yet. I do believe I still have at least another week and a half out of it, so we'll get to that later. But those are our fixed expenses. Here, I don't know if I can get that in there. Look at that, cat hair everywhere. So those are the fixed expenses for this month. They come out to $2,036, which seems like a lot. It's really not. It's because of the utilities, and I've budgeted for this. I'm good. We're golden. So rent and utilities were paid this morning. I had them come automatically out of my account. We're good. So I don't even have to worry about that. The only problem is that means it starts my month in a budget, because my spending tracker resets on the 1st of every month. So right now I'm like negative 1,600, I think. I don't know. Something like that. Yeah, negative 16 or 1,700. And then for our sinking funds, these are funds that I've already put the money aside for. I've been saving up for them for the last few weeks, and I'm not stressed. So this morning I had the $100 car repair. I needed an emissions valve in my Kia so I can get rid of the check engine light. We've had this car for, I think, 4 years. That check engine light has been on the entire time. It literally came on the minute we drove off the lot. We bought it from a used car place, no sweat. It wasn't a big deal, except I would like to go and get my full G license. And with that being our only vehicle and the laws, if you have a check engine light, you automatically fail. So I wasn't taking her to even just throw money away. So, but now I can book that and it will drop our insurance. So that's awesome, which is not included in my part of my budget because my husband pays that. So, but our car insurance for the 2 of us currently is $180, but it comes out of his account. So I don't put it in my budget. This is just what I do. We are currently a single income house, which is fine. I love having a house husband. I come home, it's good. I cannot stay home. We've tried it where I was the one who went and stayed and cooked and cleaned. Can't do it. I go so stir crazy. I need to get out. I need to socialize. I need to yap, which is why I yap to y'all. So sorry, you guys are going to get the yappiness when I'm stuck home with him, because I know he can only take so much of my yapping. But yeah, car is done. So that was today, April 1st, which I believe puts my negative to like $1,750 right now, which again is fine. I have a Brazilian appointment coming up this weekend. Again, I go every like 5 weeks. I've been kind of rounded. They say between 4 and 6. I go 5, right in the middle, sweet spot. So I had that April 5th, and it's about $60. Again, I have it in my sinking funds. Like, I literally have little makeup bags for my sinking funds, and my pink one is my beauty bag. And I think right now there's like $150 in it. So we're good. So Brazilian, covered. April 5th. So we're covered. And I also have a mani-pedi with one of my good girls, I think at the end of the month. I have a question mark there for April 26th because we're not entirely sure of the weekend that I go up, because I'm arranging it so I can visit her, my family, well, both of my families, and all of my, not just customers, like my friends and everything like that. And I have deliveries to do and stuff like that. So that, again, covered. It's already paid. I don't have to stress anything in the sinking fund. So it's already taken care of. It's already done. I just like to put the pays and the dates just so I can see when it comes in and out of the accounts. Not accounts, the bags, really. And then the last thing in my sinking fund is my tattoo. I am working on my sleeve. I have a good chunk of portion of her that still needs to get done. Like in here, we have some coloring, we have some line works, and then we have some patches. When I had pneumonia and I went for an appointment, and it rejected a bunch of it because we didn't know it was pneumonia. We thought it was just a cold at the time. If I'd known it was pneumonia, I wouldn't have gone. But so we have some patches we need to fix. But for that one, I actually have, John is included in this because he's coming to get some of his sleeve worked on as well. But we have $200 in gift cards. His mom was amazing and got both of us a $100 gift card for Christmas. And then I have $200 cash put aside as well. We owe to my brother-in-law. Bless his heart. Love him. He hits me with the family discount, and I love that. because otherwise this sinking fund would have to be like double, triple. And that's okay too. Pay your artists. Pay your artists. Don't negotiate. When he gives me the price, I usually top on a $50 tip and go, that's just for you and the kids. Treat yourselves. Take them out for ice cream. I don't know. Just, I appreciate it. I appreciate you. So pay your artists. Okay? So yeah, that's the sinking fund. So far we are down here, right? The 4 sinking funds. 1 is already paid, 2 are already covered, and this one is, again, they're covered. They're paid. They don't have to worry about them out of anything else. So then for salary, to get to where I am in this budget, bi-weekly, I make about $11.50, give or take. So I don't know why. I can hit 80 hours in every pay period, and it always ends up different. I don't know. I don't question it. I don't question it. I'm assuming it's taxes or something. The Canadian government is doing its own thing. So as long as it looks like I got paid for my 80 hours of work every paycheck, where it gets divvied to, whatever. But yeah, so usually it's between $11.50 and $1,200 paycheck. I just round down. It makes it easier so I know where it goes. So that makes it to about $2,300 a month. So between my necessities at $2,036 and my salary at $2,300, I have about, I should have written this down, $264 left every month. And, well, not every month, this month. Some months I have more, some months I have less. It's okay. So for that, I'm perfect. I'm in the gold. Or green? I'm in the green. And then I also do have a government check coming out for my GST on April 4th this week, which is $170. That is going to most likely go into my TFSA for investments, or I'm just going to put it into my savings on my Scotia account. I do have 2 bank accounts. It makes it a lot easier for me to track my spending and everything else like that. And I don't have to go into both. So if I want to just throw it on one account, leave it there, I don't have to think about it. It works for me. It might not work for you, so don't trust whatever I'm saying. And again, I have no financial credentials. I'm just a girly who pulled herself out of her debt, out of complete financial illiteracy, and is now leveling up my life because I don't want to work until I'm 65. My goal right now is to retire at 40, which sounds insane because I literally have 12 years to do it, but I fully believe I can do it. And I will do another video specifically on how I am planning to do it. So bear with me, that will come out later. So yes, those are currently, that is my budget for right now. I will get to the goals in a second, but yeah, so I have $2,300 salary and then $170 extra from the government. I do believe John is getting our government rebates this year, as he was the one who wasn't working. So I believe it goes to the partner who makes less, which would be John, which is fine because again, the money is between us. Who cares what account it actually goes into? And then for my financial goals for April this month, brain fart, okay. My financial goals for April 2025, I am making the goal to make an extra $300 from Marketplace and my Facebook Clear Out album. For those who don't know me in real life, I have an album on my Facebook page specifically for my friends and family where I post my jewelry that I make, embroidery projects, crochet projects, sewing projects, pretty much anything project-wise for them first. Super discounted. I think right now I'm making like wire-wrapped crystal rings for $5. I've got earrings for $5, pendants for $5. Pretty much everything in the album right now is like between $5 to $10. And it's nice for them. It's nice for me. It's definitely really nice for me because I have a crafting addiction. I used to actually have it as like a business. I started when I was 16 and I was wire wrapping. Literally, I still am at 27, still wire wrapping. Each year I level up a little bit, growing, try something new. So this year was rings and I've gone gung-ho on the rings. I think I have 100 rings that I've made in the last 3 months because I just sit there and I go, or I get myself in like the rhythm and I kind of zone out and I just go. Next thing you know, I've made like 10. But it's fun because it gives them the chance to get something that I've made at a super discount. Because I don't want to undermine any other small businesses, but I'm not exactly doing it for a profit. I do it, yes, I make, you know, a smidgen of a profit. I think the wire rings, it cost me like $1 to make, and I get 4 in profit. So that's fine. It kind of just continues to let me do it. But I don't want it as a business anymore. I purely want it as just spare cash. So yes, my goal for that this month between Marketplace and my Facebook album is to make an extra $300. And I'm hoping most of it comes from Marketplace because I am definitely trying to deep clean out my house and my stuff this year. I have laundry baskets on laundry baskets of clothing that I would like to get rid of. And so again, I'm going to post them up on Marketplace, $5 each. Some of it's brand name, some of it's not. But I don't need this much clothes. I wear pretty much the same 5 outfits every week, mainly for work purposes. But even on the weekends, I gravitate to the same 2 outfits. So no stress. I just want less clutter in my life. My second goal is no unnecessary spending. I did a no spend in January, and it was fantastic. I felt so good after that. And then February, March, I kind of was like, oh, I could use that. Oh, I could do that. Yeah, I could use that. And granted, I have used everything I've bought, but not everything was necessary. And that's where I need to trick myself out of doing. So I am implementing a 48-hour rule on my spending this year, or this month. So if I see something and I'm like, oh yeah, I like that, I'm putting it in a list in my notepad on my phone, and I will revisit it. If in 48 hours I haven't even thought about it, I'm taking it off the list. I don't need it. It's not necessary. So other than, you know, if it's not in this budget for necessities, and if it's not in this sinking fund for things that I have planned and the money for, she's not getting bought. And it's gonna work because I am working on up here. Those who know me in real life know I had an extremely bad spending habit. I wouldn't even consider it a habit at this point. It was full-blown spending addiction. Because anytime I had money hit my account, that was gone. Like my tax return this year would have been gone. Don't know on what, but it would have been gone because she was a nice number. She would have been gone though, like pretty much within a week. And that was something that I'm super proud to say that I didn't. I think most of it got saved. I think I used a good like $400 to pay off my credit card, which was on bills. So no stress. Which I'm just realizing I didn't put our phone bill and our internet in this. That's because they're reoccurring payments and I have the money already paid off on my credit card. So when it happens, it's just going to balance itself out. So I'm not even worried about that. Not even thinking about it. My other financial goal for April is to put $50 per paycheck into my TFSA investment account, which would lower my my green profit from 236 or 264 to 164. So I'm still in the green, but I also have $100 now going into my investments to continue leveling up my finances. And again, I will talk about that in a whole other video because this one's already 19 minutes and this was supposed to be like 10 minutes. So if you've stayed this long, I appreciate you. You're the best. And I will try and finish this up real quick. So my other goals for April, because you can never just have just financial goals. You got to have other fun goals, is to post 1 to 2 times on YouTube a week. So this one, number 1, first episode of April. I already have my second one planned. It's going to be a packing video for one of my girlies, the one who's actually doing my mani-pedi. I have a huge order of stuff from my Facebook album for her. So that is going to be a big fun packing video for her. And you guys, I know some people like to watch them. So I figured, why not? She's got a fun little haul coming her way, so you guys can see the cool stuff that she got, and kind of what I was talking about in my Facebook album in this video as well, just to kind of give it a little preface. My second goal is to finish 2 books on finances. I think I'm already a quarter of the way through the first one, and it's the first of the month. I literally sat there while they were fixing my car this morning with it in my purse, reading in the little corner of the lobby. So that is my second goal, is to finish 2 of my finance books. And when I'm done those, I will do a little review on both of them for YouTube. for you guys to see if they're worth something that you would like to read as well, or if it's not something that you would like. Or just even how I like them, because I'm not always a vibe with every book, but I do have the determination to finish a book that I've started. Third goal is to set up the raised beds in my backyard for my May planting, because you know May 2-4 hits and you want a garden. I don't want to be setting up these raised beds the weekend of May 2-4. I want to be prepped and ready to go. So I have a couple raised beds that I bought off of Amazon. I have some big Rubbermaid totes that I'm also using as raised beds. We have a flooding issue in our backyard, and I also just don't want to dig in the yard. So raised beds it is. But that will also have to be its own sinking fund, and that will be started, I don't know, probably this weekend. I'll figure it out how much I'm going to need to fill these things, because they're big. Like the one raised that I have is a 4 foot by 2 foot by 1 foot. I'm going to need a lot of dirt. And fourth goal is to hit my 10K steps daily. I have been doing super good. I think I've only missed 2 days in the last month, and that was literally yesterday and the day before, and it was because I was sick. Yesterday I felt really down, really low. I was not hitting them. And then the day before Sunday, my family came up, so I wasn't sitting there focused on hitting my step goal on the Sunday. I was focused on spending time with my family. And that's fair. As long as I hit them the rest of this month, we're golden. And I'm usually pretty good. Usually I hit more than 10,000, but it's okay if you don't. You can always make it up. Last goal is to take my vitamins. Take your vitamins. Okay, I may have an obscene amount of vitamins that I take every day. I don't actually, I take like 6. And I will do another video as well if you guys are interested in that. But take your vitamins, okay? If you need something, take it. Take care of yourself. Now, there's no point in working yourself to your bone, to the bone. It's a weird saying. But either way, don't work yourself to death and not take care of yourself. Because what's the point of slaving yourself away if you're not going to actually utilize the life you're living right now? The life you have right now. Okay? Don't know if that made sense. I feel like it did, but I also feel like it didn't. That's how I feel about 90% of things I say. But yeah, so those are my April budget and my April goals. Drop a comment if you have anything financial that you're aiming towards this month, or any other big goals that you're working towards. I love to see what everyone's going towards. I feel like this is a really safe space to kind of talk about it and to go through. Heck, even if somebody else sees the comment and they have any advice, or if I have something that might help you, feel free. Just drop a comment. I love it. Thank you guys. If you sat through this whole thing while my rambles and off topics and everything, I appreciate you. You are a superstar and I love you. With that being said, I have to go get ready for work. I love y'all. Bye.